Hey there, good morning. I am Janet E. Johnson, and I am going to be giving you some updates today and teaching you a few lessons I learned in my social media. This is the Social Coffee Time show. So hopefully you have your coffee or maybe water or maybe a smoothie, whatever it may be that you need to have in the morning. Hopefully you have something with you so that you can join me. I have a few updates for you regarding we're not really going to talk about Cambridge Analytica today for once, quite a while. Obviously it will be brought up. Just want to talk to you about GDPR so that you're aware of it. But I'll have you read through it. I'll give you some links in the notes. And let me just double check that everything is working just fine here. So let me go to my page, make sure this is all going smoothly. And I apologize. Today I'm in a little bit of pain. I threw out my back yesterday. So I'm not quite with it because of the amount of pain I'm in right now. But I'm going to try my best because I wanted to be here for the show. All right. Yep, it looks like it is working just fine. So welcome if you've never been here before. I am Janet E. Johnson. My brand has been around quite a while. I've been doing this over 10 years. I actually started back in MySpace world and thought Facebook was dumb back in the day. And then I went and talked to businesses, and it was very interesting because they were like, Facebook isn't going to last. It's not going to be around more than a few years. And now the craziness that's happening with Facebook and just how much it makes sense for businesses has just completely changed from when I got started. So that's kind of my background, and I really specialize a lot with Facebook marketing, advertising, the Instagram too. So let's get into the show. Okay, so we are going to talk about GDPR first, and then we'll get into a couple other things. If you have heard of GDPR, write in the comments, yes, you've heard of GDPR, and let me know, what your thoughts are on it if you have any too. Love to hear. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. So I'm going to go to this one. Hang on one second. And you should be able to see my screen. Okay, so I'm just going to go to, let's go to this one first, to WordStream. And this one is talking about, this is a great blog post that talks about the GDPR. Let me grab this, if I can put it in my own feed. There it is, yeah. So we're going to paste that in so that you guys have that. All right, now I'm going to go back to it. So 5 ways GDPR will impact your Facebook ads. If you haven't heard of it, I just want to kind of run through this because it is important to know. If you're based or advertise to customers in Europe, there's a pretty decent chance you're familiar with general data protection regulation. Since Facebook is one of the world's most popular advertising platforms, they felt it necessary to put together a release regarding how advertisers can use their data moving forward, and more importantly, how these sweeping protections will impact the way we use Facebook to create audiences, store data, and target prospects. Now, this is different from the Cambridge Analytica, but in a way it kind of overlaps. Let's just talk about what it is. Per its own website, the GDPR is the most important change in data privacy regulation in 20 years. If you're based in Europe or you offer goods or services to Europe, you need to monitor that. Then this goes into that you will have to be putting special wording, special policies to be compliant, and the due date is May 25th. This needs to be happening on your website. There is still a lot of talk about it, and there's still a lot of questions about it. So I have questions too. So I don't want to get into the nitty-gritty details of what exactly has to be put on your website, but the downfall is, you may need an attorney to write something up for you on your website, especially if you're marketing to Europe. So this article you have, so it is the responsibility of the advertiser. It's very important to know that it's not on Facebook. It is on us. It is on the advertiser. It's on you. You need to ensure relevant legal basis, for example, consent, contractual necessity, or legitimate interest for your use of consumer data. Data, I'm not sure to say that word, from Minnesota, so whatever. Will the Facebook pixel be impacted? And yes, we're not sure to what level. We're not sure at this point if lookalike audiences, it's questionable. Lookalike audiences could potentially be something that you have to get permission on. So this is all in here, and it actually talks about here. Facebook has it right in here, and it says, real small, in clicking create account, you agree to terms and confirm that you have read our data policy, including our cookie use policy. So they have all that right in when they sign up, and then boom, people are agreeing to it. But what if you don't have a site that you sign up for? Well, then you have to put a cookie type thing at the top and to be compliant. You just really have to. And this walks through some different areas and ideas for that. So I'm going to leave you with that link. I want you to read through that. And then the other link that I'd like to share too is if you're a Shopify user, they actually created a 27-page white paper. So this will help you. Any e-commerce, this would probably be helpful for. So I would highly suggest reading through that too. So I'll go ahead and put that in the comments also so that you have that too. Okay, so those are a couple things about GDPR. I know I didn't give you a lot of information. I wanted to bring it up, want you to be aware of it, but I also want you to do your own research because we still are questioning things on GDPR and how exactly it's going to work for each of us. I'm not even positive exactly on if it's only for Europe or if it's for everyone. I mean, it says Europe, but I believe there might have to be, if you're not targeting Europe, then what? So I want you to read through that and learn that yourself. So any questions on that? Let me get rid of those because I want to move on to the next subject. All right. I just wanted to bring up then basically the new, obviously we've talked a lot about the Facebook struggles and the Facebook world of, what's going on lately. So I love this article by Hootsuite, and I just wanted to point out something too that was talked about here, that it's actually a good change. It's truly something that has had to show, they have to show more transparency, and the trust is going to be regained, and it will make it helpful to us as advertisers. So I'm going to pull out what I had found in here. Let there be no doubt, users will increasingly demand more from their networks, their social media platforms. Bottom line is, across the board, they will have to up their game. See, like I said, I started in this business back when I was on MySpace. And thinking Facebook was dumb. And now the world of social media has become so big that there's just multiple platforms out there. And it's something that we are going to, as users, are going to demand more because it is so prevalent and it's so well used. So it's just something that it's going to be happening more and more, where we need to, as marketers, go with the flow of the changes. And in the end, they put on here, what does this mean for brands? To be clear, Facebook isn't going anywhere. It's a plumbing of the internet and a crucial component of how we live our lives and do business today. The present may be trying, but as needed, changes unfold. Brands that engage with transparency and creativity the right way will find a more receptive and bought-in audience than ever on Facebook and other platforms. So I really like how that's stated. The other thing that it was mentioned in here is that 60% of users don't even realize that Facebook owns Instagram. So it's interesting because a lot of people have really grabbed hold of Instagram, and you get the engagement there. It's a great, more positive platform, but it is owned by Facebook. So the same rules go in both places. Something to think about too. So I will also paste this into the comment section too. So to feed off of that, I want to talk about Dennis Yu's article, and I'm going to have a sip of coffee. trying to get through the pain in my back, which is very interesting. So like I said, I apologize. I'm kind of not as with it today as normal because I'm not taking it. I'm just taking pain pills, but it is not fun still. All right, so we're going to go into this, and then any comments, questions on this, definitely just put those in, and I will be following up with that. So I just want to talk about new regulations require new features. With Facebook removing estimated reach reporting, setting budgets, and understanding audience it's harder. So start your ad sets with $1 a day. He has $1 a day approach. It depends on how fast you want to get the results. Typically with clients that I work with, they typically do $5 a day. But it also depends on how long you want to run the ads and how quickly you want the results. So I do love the $1 a day. It tests, and then you can always go up from there. Don't get banned. With more people getting accounts banned, nearly impossible to get back. And Dennis had one banned too. Have an active account becomes a competitive advantage. Read the advertising terms of service super carefully and submit fewer ads. Once you have a great ad going, you want to start putting more money towards that ad. It's very, very important is to have long-term ads running. So let's say you're promoting something short-term. Well, what if can you change that ad to be something that you can feed on long-term too? The long-term ads, the more engagement it gets, the less you pay. And like he said, if you do less ads, you're less likely to get banned, because every time you put out a new ad, it's possible to get banned. And I will give you a case study scenario on that too. And he talks about learning the 3x3 rule. And basically he's talking about awareness, engagement, and conversion. So you always want to be doing the 3 things: awareness, engagement, and conversion. It's not always about the conversion. Boom. You want to build on it and create the awareness too. Create the engagement. The engagement's very important to get to that conversion piece too. So the 3x3 rule is fantastic. Master your metrics, diversify, and get creative. The last one, which I find, I have been talking about this since at least 2015, maybe even 14, that video is still so important. I'm here today on a Facebook Live with you, but video in general is super, super important. Right now in my private community, and I'll put the link in the notes too to the private community, that is, we're doing a video challenge right now because I feel it is so, so important to become a master of simple video. It can be Facebook Live, but it can also be doing different types of using just the apps out there. There's apps on your phone. There's slideshow videos. There's different types of videos that you can do that are so easy to do as a business. And video goes a lot further than anything else with Facebook and Instagram. Even LinkedIn now has really embraced video, and Twitter. So there's video. I still completely believe in this, and continue watching, because in the next couple of weeks, I will be doing a video challenge to the general public through a group, and it will be a lot of fun, and I definitely would love to have you participate. So I do believe completely in video. So I will put this also in the comments. And to feed on top of this, I'm going to come back to you here. All right. So to feed on top of this, I worked with a client the last couple of weeks. And with this client, I did have a little bit, we did get our account banned. And he was warned in the beginning, and we knew this was a possibility. Now, will he get it back? Yes, most likely. There's been some back and forth talk, so he's working on it. He got it back once, and then it was banned again. But it's actually for weird reasoning. We're not even positive how that works. But bottom line is, it was leading to an affiliate marketing company. And it was not a network marketing, but it would have been, it's okay if you do that. But this is what I want to give you a lesson on, is you want to take it to something that you give away that has nothing to do with the network marketing company. So maybe it would be, or affiliate marketing, because that is not allowed on Facebook. But it doesn't mean that you can't do that after the fact. So you can do it, you can market about your product once you get them into your email list, into the email fold. So you want to give away something. So if you're a juice company, for instance, maybe you give away top 10 juice recipes, ebook, something like that. Get them into your email list and have them converted there. Then once they're in there, give them more value and then lightly mention that. I mean, I suggest for any network marketer or affiliate marketer, have your own products that are separate from that. You can lead that into some sort of sale of a list of 50 juice recipes that they may pay for instance. And then you can mention, you know, you have this awesome juice company where you can get more nutrition, more from it if they join that company at a discount. So there's ways to do Facebook ads, but you've got to be very, very careful. And if you mention anything of the sort of network marketing or affiliate marketing, you have the possibility of your account being banned. So brand yourself and brand your around the area of what you're talking about, but be very careful with how you're doing it, because I don't want to see you get your accounts shut down. All right, so that was my little life lesson of the week. And we're just going to end on one note too. I did bring up Mari Smith had posted today that Russia may block Facebook. So I just wanted to bring this up just so you're aware. Unless Facebook complies with Russian legal requirement that it keeps Russian citizens' data on servers physically located in Russia and removes all the content that violates Russian laws. And other than that, she also talks about that Cambridge Analytica, there has been more found out with that. Mari's an awesome resource for things, so definitely check out Mari Smith too. I appreciate you guys being on. I'd love you to join me every week. We go through just updates, and then I always want to teach you something to take action. So take action today on creating an ad. If you do not have an email list building funnel set up, that is the best way to get people into your own email list. It's very, very important, especially with all the things going on. Don't build your brand on one piece of land. Spread yourself out, get yourself out to get people into your email list, get them onto your website, reading your content, take them other places that you own and off of Facebook as much as possible, but it's still the best traffic driver out there. And Instagram's awesome too, but it is owned by Facebook. So once again, I appreciate your time. I will put all these links in the comments. And even if you're watching the replay, which most of you will be, definitely ask the questions and I will respond as needed. But check out GDPR, very, very important. Thanks again and have a great day.